Alright friends, hello and welcome to another episode of Canadian Parinday. How are you guys doing? Having a good day? I bet you do, because that's why you're looking for some information on YouTube, how to move to Canada or how to buy a house in Canada, how to get a job in Canada. Well, in that case, my friend, you are at the right spot. So even though you are a brand new here or you are planning to move here, ultimately you are going to buy a house. That's for sure. Most of the newcomers who are coming to Canada buying a house within a year or two. I know it sounds crazy, but it is possible. And you have to be very proactive. So in today's video, we're going to focus on one very important thing. The different things that you have to do from day one when you enter into Canada or even before coming to Canada to make sure that a bank will give you a mortgage. So for the people who are new to this channel and who don't know about how the home buying process actually works in Canada, let me give you a little recap. So in order to buy a house in Canada, the first thing you need is cash for the down payment. No one's going to give you a mortgage unless you have the down payment. Now it can be minimum 5% and it can go up to 20%. Based on the current house prices, which are going crazy, that 5% can be a lot. So first thing, you have to make sure you have cash. The second thing is you need a mortgage. As I said, there are different places you can go for a mortgage. You can go to your bank, or you can go to a private lender, or you can even go to a credit union. Once you obtain a pre-approval, then you can go and start looking for a house. Because a preview approval will let you know that what is the maximum amount a bank can give you, and that is your highest limit. And also that gives you a great confidence on go out and buying without knowing how much you can afford. Now here's the thing. As I said, that the market is very hot. That means there are a lot of buyers out there, even young families, new immigrants wanted to buy a house, and they have a good amount of money they have accumulated from wherever they're coming from, and they are getting approvals. So the reason being, the lenders become very strict in giving you a mortgage. Now on top of that, there is one more thing known as stress test, which basically testing your financial statements and conditions, making sure that you can still pay this amount of mortgage on not the rate which is banks are offering, but at least 2% more. There is a calculation based on that, and everyone, especially first-time home buyers, has to qualify for the stress test before getting a mortgage. Almost every home in Canada is owned by a bank. We don't own it, we're never gonna own it, maybe 25 years after. So it is very important. The mortgage is very important. By the way guys, if you are new to this channel, my name is Deepak and I belong to a very beautiful lady, Richie, who by the way is not here because she's busy. We also have a 2.5-year-old daughter, Arsha. A lot of you guys know her. She is also not here. She is also very busy. We here make a lot of videos about life in Canada. What? Another life in Canada channel? What's your channel is all about? Well, yeah, I know there are a lot of channels out there. But my friends, we are different. First of all, we don't talk about immigration. Not at all. We leave it to the experts. We talk beyond that. We also talk about how you can make more money here and where you can invest it. Be it real estate or doing some side gigs. In our channel, we also interview people, some very interesting people from different career paths, sharing their interesting journeys to help you guys. We also make some educational videos on how to buy a house. We show different type of houses, we do tours, we talk to different realtors or different people and share our own experience. So there's a lot of things we do. Now, if you like any of these things, or even if the one thing, stay in this channel, subscribe to this channel, you won't be disappointed. Now, there are a lot of things which lenders takes into consideration before they even want to give you a single penny. And it's fair too, like nobody wants to give money. Like say for example, a friend of you wants to take a money or want to borrow a money from you, you won't give the money to the other person if you don't think that the person will pay you back. There has to be a lot of things. There has to be a trust between you and the friend, first of all. Secondly, you know that the friend is earning, so definitely the money will come back at some point. Now, the banks also play very safe, and they also use the same factors. First of all, the banks see how long you have been in Canada. What is your status? Are you a permanent resident, or are you on a temporary any permit, your work permit or student permit? By the way, you can also buy a house if you are working as a worker or you even studying here. Normally, every bank want you to have at least 2 years of experience, Canadian experience, before they want to lend money. But here's the thing. If you apply under and if you fall under this newcomer benefits or newcomer program, these conditions will be waived off. And I'm going to talk about specific programs for different banks and lenders. So stay tuned. Now, let's talk about other requirements. The other requirement is good Canadian credit history. Now, if you are new to Canada, then you might not have the credit history at all. Under the newcomer programs, there are ways to even waive out those conditions. Apart from all these things, the lenders also look into your other financial conditions. How much money you have in your bank? Where is the cash for the down payment coming from? Is it gifted? Did you own it? Did you move money from a different country or from your parents? They also see how much debt you have. Now let's talk about different programs that Canadian banks or the lenders are offering for newcomers. Let's start with RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. Now, under this program for newcomers, first of all, you don't require a Canadian credit history. So first problem solved. Second thing, now under this program, if you don't have 2 years of work experience, they will still give you a mortgage, but you need to pay a hefty 35% down payment. I know it's a lot, but if you have the down payment, then it works for you. You need to be working for at least 3 months in Canada, and at the same time, they will ask for your reference letters or pay stubs from your previous work experience, maybe from your home country or any other country. The second bank is ScotiaBank. Now, ScotiaBank also provide a program for the newcomers. They call it StartRight. Now, under this program, you can also get a mortgage as a newcomer, even if you are a PR or work permit or even as a student. The minimum down payment requirement is 5%, which is the requirement as it is, but they may ask you to put more money based on your financial conditions and your employment history. If you are making a down payment less than 20%, then you have to buy a mortgage default insurance, whose insurance premium will be paid like a regular mortgage. So you will be paying that money over the time of say 25 years in addition to your interest premiums, and that can be a lot. The down payment that you have to show under this programs cannot be gifted. It has to be your own. So in our recent experience with one of the couple, they have been talking to us. They were sharing their story. What happened is that they came to Canada 6 months ago and they really wanted to buy a house. They have enough money down payment. Someone told them that, because you are so new, it is impossible to secure a mortgage from a bank. You have to go to an independent mortgage broker. So they contacted that broker, they gave the reference, and the broker also confirmed the same thing. Hey, it is impossible to get a mortgage for you guys. You have to either wait or, let me try to do things for you. Let me try to help you and see if you can. That mortgage agent took an advantage of them. The mortgage agent gets money from the lender itself. But in their case, mortgage agent told them that they need to pay him $10,000 as a processing fees, which was wrong. The mortgage agent also forged employment documents to give it to a lender to show them that their history is more than 6 months. Unfortunately, this thing came into the picture. The mortgage agent got suspended because of the reason they lost their $10,000 and they didn't even get the mortgage approved. So they lost a house just 1 month before closing. Now the next one is my favorite one, which is CIBC. Now under CIBC, they have a very comprehensive 3 plans for the newcomer. The first one is for people who are permanent residents. have been here in Canada for less than 5 years. That's what the term is. But even if you are into the first year, you can go and apply under this program. They also don't require any Canadian credit history, which is again a good thing. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that when we talked about the income, that has to be a household income, not individual income. So say for example, you are buying a house in name of just one person, they will still consider the household income. So if they see that there are 3 people living in a house and just one source of income, that is a negative fact. If your spouse is also making some money, even though a little bit, that will be good enough to prove that you have 2 sources of income. Income can always increase. Now, apart from these big banks, there are other lenders like credit unions or some private lenders. They're also offering similar type of programs. But not all the programs are similar. Sometimes these programs are advertised as if it's actually for the newcomers, but nothing has changed. In the end, what they try to do is they try to make money out of you. That's why it is very important to figure out which program to apply, which bank to go in. Even within the banks, the programs, even though they are published for newcomers, there are different terms and conditions, different penalties, different fine prints that you need to know and note to figure out if it is the right choice for you. But don't you worry about that. I know it is a lot of information. It is very overwhelming, but we are here for you guys. We will provide you information. So if you have any questions, don't forget to put that in comments below and let us know. Even a stupid question, even a simple question is fine, we will answer. Or if you want to talk more in detail, if you're already in Canada and want to buy a house or want to know how to get a mortgage approval, book us a call with us. Link is in the description, how to book and talk to us. Now, there are a lot of things that you can do even before coming to Canada to make sure you don't have to be in a problems like this, to make sure that the banks won't decline you and you don't have to go to these mortgage lenders so that they will take advantage of you. Now, we have talked about this in our previous videos. You have to go and check. They were very detailed, but I'll give you a simple steps or simple guidelines on the things that you can do, start doing now, even if you want to migrate or come to Canada a year after. The first thing is you have to build a credit history wherever you are. You are in States, you are in India, you are in any part of the world. You have to start building your credit history. How you do that? Buy all things using your credit cards, pay your loans and everything. Because these banks, sometimes what they do is, if you don't have a good Canadian history, they will ask a credit history from your home country bank, especially if you are in States. Second thing is, as soon as you enter into Canada, you open a bank account, you ask for a credit card. Now, most of the banks offer you a very simple no-fee credit card to start using if you open an account with them and move some money there. When you get a credit card, start making all payments, start making all purchases using that credit card. The third important thing is move all your savings from wherever they are to your Canadian bank account as soon as possible. Because when a blender looks into your savings, they want to make sure that the money is there for a while. It's not just moved, 4 days ago or a week ago. So you have to move it, and you can prove that this was my money moved from a different bank account. Another thing that you have to do is, while you're working in your home country, get an experience letter, get a letter of references, get a pay stubs from at least past 5 years from different employers you have worked, and take them in original and bring it here. Because under a lot of these programs, especially under say ScotiaBank or RBC, they might want to see your previous work experience proof. Even though you don't have a good Canadian experience or you don't have enough Canadian experience, they will consider that experience, so bring that. And the last thing is, get a Canadian job as soon as possible when you are in Canada. I know it's hard, but even if you're getting a part-time job or something out of your field, get that. Because for a bank or a lender, it matters more that you are working, even though working for wherever. Working is more important than no working at all. So get that thing. Like always, our goal is to make the home buying process simpler, is to share our experience so that you don't do those mistakes we did or other people are doing. Now in our upcoming videos, we will do more videos like this. We will talk to different good lenders, good mortgage people who knows about this more as well. We will take their experience, we will talk to them and see what are their advice for you guys. We will also going to talk about different mortgage options or different financial things you should be doing as a newcomer. Just earning money here is not enough because most of the money goes into these loans and mortgage payments. You need to learn how to save that money and how to use and invest that money. We are doing that for us. We'll let you know and we'll share our experience with you guys. Till then, you keep watching, keep smiling, stay healthy wherever you are.